There's a job, there's a person, there's a dream, a vision behind a job description. It's about cutting through all of that and being able to have a conversation and understand what is needed on both sides.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good point. I can take it so many different angles. Do you try and have at least 5 potential candidates and then you pitch it to the hiring manager, or what's your process?
Whenever I'm interviewing somebody, I would always approach them with a potential role in mind. We would have an honest conversation around their situation, what it is that they're looking for. Do their motivations match with this brief? If they do, I would brief them on the organisation, share a job description. If they're happy to move forward, I would make an introduction. I don't wait until I've got 4 or 5 or, until I feel I have enough of a breadth. And my interview to ratio is around about 4.1. So it takes 4 candidates to have 1 hire. That's currently, and that can change from year to year. I think earlier on in my career, it was 6 to 1, but I was working much more junior roles and didn't have the knowledge that I have now. I find it more challenging in the early stages of your career to understand where people's strengths are. We would then submit those individuals, sharing the summary. I would also be very honest, and if I feel that there was some concerns with the individual, I would probably highlight those to the client. That's one of the questions we will ask candidates. Do you have any other interviews? If so, whereabouts are you up to with those interviews? It's transparency through the process. So the client would review the CVs and then we'd do a first interview, and I think typically at the moment we're talking 2-3 interviews depending on what level that you're going in at. The interviews would happen, whether it be normally 30-minute phone call, video chat, a 1 hour, potentially a brief that would be asked to present back, and then sometimes like a culture meeting, like a third follow-up call.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say between 2 and 3 interviews are typical. There would be a brief with any role that I'm to test your data skills, because I can't test you. I'm not an AdWords specialist. My specialism is recruitment. Yeah. Following that, an offer would be made, and again, this is where I think we help in that process.